He talking about one of the best audiobooks I've ever listened to, and I've probably listened to over a couple hundred audiobooks. But Kevin Hart, can't make this up. I mean, this is literally, obviously, everybody knows Kevin Hart is a funny guy. He's hilarious. He actually speaks into the audiobook himself, so he gets sidetracked, cracks a lot of jokes, shares a lot of funny stories, shares some of his comic stuff. But it's a heck of a lot more than just a funny story. I mean, Kevin Hart like literally like reveals his whole life through this audiobook from when he was a kid. Talked about some real stuff. Talked about when he was a child. See, his dad was a drug addict, and then his older brother got into gangs and stuff, and mom basically kicked older brother out and was raising Kevin Hart by himself, and she had to be overly strict on Kevin just to try to get him on the right path. And he just talks about his journey and all the things that he's gone through. And so, once again, the whole time it's intriguing, and the whole time you're laughing. He's getting sidetracked here and there. But I think the part that really captures me the most about it, he's just vulnerable. I mean, he puts it all out there. All his mistakes, all his times when he did stupid things, he doesn't hold back. He just says, like, man, this is just dumb. It was stupid. But the part that goes really well with that is he usually connects a life lesson. He usually connects, hey, this is what I learned from it. I made this mistake. I messed up. And here's what I got out of it. He's able to be reflective. And he kind of acknowledges, like, I kind of had to go through this junk in order to learn from it. And that's exactly what we need to do, guys. Like, we have to acknowledge our mistakes. If you don't acknowledge your mistake, you're never going to be able to learn from it, and you're going to continue to repeat it over and over and over again. We have to be willing to say, I messed up. And until that time comes, you're never going to grow. You're never going to get better. You have to challenge yourself. You have to push yourself. But if you're always making excuses and shoving the blame to somebody else, man, you're never going to get better. You're going to be in the same old rut over and over again. So that's what that book just had me just really seeing. We obviously know Kevin Hart becomes a multi-million-dollar comedian, world-renowned, famous actor, all these things that we know happens for him. But he was able to get to this point by acknowledging many things. And the other thing is he hustled. He worked hard. I don't think anybody understands. Kevin Hart's not just some random funny dude that just got lucky and made it. This man lived in Philadelphia, drove to New York 3 to 5 times a week just to get a gig or two, 5-10 minute slots. 6 hours of driving, by the way, just to get a little bit of work, just to get experience, just to get stage time, just to learn from other comedians. Kevin Hart worked hard. He hustled and he bustled every day in, day out, got in trouble, barely scrounging by. It's a great story. I highly recommend you guys, read it or listen to it. But obviously, I prefer the audiobook because I'm telling you, he gets sidetracked and just makes you bust up. There have been times where I was listening to it, just couldn't stop laughing. But he's always working hard. I remember watching one of his speeches on one of those awards that he accepted, and I remember him saying, man, it's been a lot of hard work. And everybody wants to get all the success, and they don't want the hard work. So my message for you guys today is, 1, be vulnerable, acknowledge your mistakes, and then once you've done that, you can learn from them. 2, just outwork everybody. One of my favorite quotes that he says in there is like, the hardworking people seem to be the luckiest. And the more you work and the more you hustle, the more opportunities you have to get lucky. So I encourage all of you, work hard, be vulnerable, acknowledge your mistakes, and then learn from them. All right, have a good day.